This is another one of those episodes, a lot like Steven and the Stevens, where most of what happens in this episode doesn't actually happen. It's all hypothetical. That being said, this video might be shorter than usual. I don't know yet.
Good job not setting that one on fire.
Sure, but sometimes that's how I like a toasted marshmallow. You ever set it on fire intentionally and just let it cook itself? You can either peel off the charred part or just eat it as is. I don't judge. Sometimes I just don't have the patience to do it the correct way.
Corn sugar!
Sugar syrup! Bone marrow.
Oh shit, this is a stupid idea. What if I chubby bunnied the next segment? I'm gonna do it. I gotta find some marshmallows first.
Hello?
Have you been watching World Weather News?
No. Steven's still grounded from watching TV.
I see.
Okay, let's try that one again.
Steven's still grounded from watching TV.
I see.
Old news. Connie's mom hasn't been seeing the same things we've been seeing. The past couple episodes have had some sort of hints that Steven is grounded from TV, but I suppose this episode's going to remind you in case you didn't catch it then. Excuse me, what the fuck are these things now? So many of you in the comments think I'm an insane person for staring at stools all the time. Well, I am crazy, but for other reasons. Point is, these stools are fucking square, with no backs.
Nope. It's definitely going to snow.
That's the 411, yo.
Trust.
Garnet has future vision.
On the topic of trust, how often does Garnet just straight up lie about a future vision? I mean, I think it would be hard to do other than lying through omission, but if Garnet told Steven he needs to, I don't know, eat his vegetables or he'll explode, would you just have to take her word for it because Garnet has future vision and must be true? I know I would abuse the hell out of that power.
Wait, we can't go yet. I've got to show you this TubeTube video really quick.
Steven.
Banned from TV, but you can still watch, what was that, TubeTube? I might have been Mandela affected because I swear he says YouTube in one of those online shorts. But I don't think he actually does. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That tickles.
Okay, from this point forward, this is a future vision, and I get to prove myself correct to all of you who think Garnet's future vision is just really good guesses at probability. That's not correct at all. Steven is seeing these things happening, hearing characters talk, feeling how cold it is. Future vision is a full sensory experience. Garnet, and in this episode, Steven, gets to live through these future scenarios in real time as if they were happening. That all being said, I'm not sure what's actually worth analyzing in these scenes because they get reset each time. Steven is the only one who remembers anything that happened in most of this episode. Though I have to believe that what happens in the future visions actually could happen, because I refuse to believe that Greg doesn't own these incredible outfits.
Steven, are you procrastinating?
Nah, I'm just killing time.
Well, I don't know. How do you kill time?
With a sword! Ha ha!
None of you are gonna get that reference. Damn. It's called Star Child. Link to that video is in the description, I suppose.
They're gonna think you only have one fancy shirt.
I do only have one fancy shirt.
Good shirt continuity. This is in fact the fancy shirt that Greg wears in Fusion Cuisine. I even made a point on how he had to no-clip his hair through it to put it on. Is that one of Steven's shirts, or is that the same design in a larger size? Come to think of it, there might have only been one size for that design.
I can't lie. That is the best outfit I have ever seen.
Facts. Also, this snowman disappears between shots. I don't think that's how snow drifts over the road. At least I personally haven't seen snow drifts pile up in the middle of the road like this. Across the road, absolutely. In one localized lump, no.
What are we gonna do?
I guess we'll have to walk.
What?
Yeah, let's walk after making zero effort to reverse out of the snowdrift. In a fucking blizzard. Hypothetical Greg is kinda dumb, right? I'm not sure if Steven has been to Connie's house or not, but if not, this is one of those broken aspects of future vision I talked about. You can find out details of things that you would have otherwise never found out about. Or he has been there and seen the place and I'm just saying shit. Also, other than that one shot on the phone with Connie and Mirror Gem, this is the first time we're seeing Connie's house. That's it, I got nothing. Welcome to suburban America.
Do you have any idea what time it is?
Why are the children blue?
They're actually not? Like, hello?
She's sick!
No, you're a doctor. You should know that you don't get a cold from the cold. That's not how that works. Why do you have photos of yourself but not Connie? And why do you have two of the same tennis trophy? God, it doesn't hit as hard now, but when I first watched this episode, this shit was crazy. Any media that gets you asking what the fuck is going on is awesome the first time you watch it. A lot of times it's just not as good the second time around, this episode being one of them. Knowing that this is a future vision kind of detracts from how mystical this is. Okay, this is more what I imagine when I think of crashing into a snowbank. Even so, the van has a lot of room to maneuver out.
It'll be like camping.
But in cozy bucket seats.
Weird take, but this does seem like a weirdly cozy scenario, so long as you'd know you'd have enough gas to keep the engine hot. Maybe it's just camping in the winter that seems weirdly cozy when I think about it briefly. When I start considering the details is when it seems less and less appealing. Greg's mastered the art of cooking eggs with 2 pans and no heat. Well, one is a waffle iron and the other is a pan. Still know where the heat would be coming from. Also, I think this waffle iron is the one he threatened Steven with all the way back in Laser Light Cannon.
Any requests?
The way Steven is holding this guitar is really strange to me. I know he normally doesn't have a neck, but the way he's drawn here makes him look like he has extra no neck.
Hello?
Connie, are you still at Steven Universe's house? I'm on my way.
Dad, no! You know how bad you are at driving in the snow. It's way too rough out here.
That's a really awkward line. I don't even think it's the line read, I just think the whole sentence is really clunky. It's not as egregious as Fusion Cuisine, but there's a few moments in this episode that have those vibes that it's not a final draft.
Connie, what's going on? Everything keeps repeating.
Oh yeah, Groundhog Day. I don't know why it took me so long to draw that connection. Garnet's future vision seems to work almost exactly like Groundhog Day, but the reset point is wherever she started using her future vision. You think Garnet has ever seen that movie? Probably not. Garnet probably doesn't watch movies.
Hey, what the? My keys! I'm not gonna find those till spring!
Steven has a metal detector. 2 actually, double dogs. You'll get those back. That's still a dick move on Steven's part though.
No, Connie, you have to listen to me. If we leave Beach City, bad things are gonna happen. I've seen it. Bad things. Several bad things.
Okay?
Connie just takes that at face value? The fuck? I'm not Connie, at least not professionally, but if Steven was freaking out in my face, I'd be freaking out too, and I wouldn't believe him. Even if he's magic, you don't just trust the crazy guy saying, "I've seen the future and it's full of demons." That's how you get kidnapped.
He can't drive in the snow.
What? Yes, I can.
Please, trust me.
Citation? Just trust me, bro. Only I get to use that line. The source is me. I'm source.
Hey!
What's with Steven throwing other people's shit into the snow in this future vision?
We have to send this to the galaxy warp without warping ourselves.
This is too risky.
No, it's not. Get over it.
If the shooting star goes off mid-warp, it could explode forever in warp space.
Hey, it's that shooting star thing. From the way Pearl describes it, it sounds like it's supposed to cause a perpetual explosion or something. That's kind of what some scientists thought nuclear weapons would do before they were first tested. It's a through line to the arc that started a few episodes ago, but it's still a filler scene. This is just a future vision, and they don't end up actually blowing up the galaxy warp.
What? Garnet, what happened?
I passed my ability to you for just a moment.
You mean I had future visions?
Okay, so these future visions don't actually take any real time to search through, which adds to how overpowered they could be. The way it's set up in this episode, Garnet should just be constantly using future vision at every single instant. It's not like she has to stop and think about it. If she needed time to think, she could just do it in a future vision. She could be like a living computer able to calculate anything in an instant, like a Mentat from Dune. My biggest complaint about this power is not that it's overpowered, it's that the show never uses it at its full potential, like it's shown in this episode. From here on out, it's totally nerfed. Garnet makes some really stupid mistakes that should have been totally avoided.
I saw some good things, but mostly bad things.
And now you can make the right choice.
I haven't really gotten a chance to say this before because the show doesn't do it often. I don't like these ham-fisted moral lessons that are in so many kids' media. That's not what this show is. A lot of episodes that have some kind of deeper meaning usually leave it kind of open to interpretation. This episode, however, just has the lesson of you should consider your options before making a decision. It feels too on the nose compared to the rest of the show. It happens more when we get to Future as well.
Would you look at this? An entire inch of snow.
An inch? What kind of fucking dollar store ruler are you measuring with, Greg? That's like 4 feet in some spots. Also, that's not how snow works. It should just be one, like, consistent layer. Rare instance of the star eye thing on a character other than Steven. Is this the first instance of that? I swear I pointed one of these out before, but now I can't remember.
It's just safer that way. We Maheshwarans are all about safety.
Yes, thank you for spelling that out for us in this episode to make up for all that time you left Connie unsupervised on the beach. I said it before, but with Connie's family, it's like the show is telling us one thing and showing us the complete opposite thing. I think it gets better as the show goes on, but it's happened more than once, specifically regarding Connie's parents. Hey, you can't park there, you're blocking someone's driveway. I love this final scene, it's my favorite scene in the episode. I think it makes up for that forced moral earlier. By making the smartest choice, Steven and Connie still got what they wanted in the end, to stay up and watch the snowfall. It's really powerful with the way it gets that across with no dialogue or music, just the way they make eye contact. God, it's so nice. I'll be honest, this is one of the least memorable episodes of Season 1. Most of it's filler because most of it is just what-if scenarios that never get brought back. The one thing that carries on to later in the show is the fact that Garnet can pass her future vision onto Steven, which gets used only 2 other times in the whole show. That's another wasted potential about this power. They should be using that all the time. There's no reason not to. I don't think this episode is bad by any means, but it definitely feels like a story that should have normally been included much earlier in the season, but couldn't because it hinges on viewers knowing that Garnet has future vision. I think we're getting to that point where there are going to be episodes that feel out of place because these other crazy stories are going on in the background. Even compared to last episode, Horror Club had some great character moments, but this episode doesn't quite make it to that level. It's really forgettable. But if you want to see new episodes of Gemology a week before they premiere on YouTube, you can subscribe to my Patreon for just a couple bucks. The link is in the description, as always. Shoutouts to my Journeyman patrons, whose names I'm going to Chubby Bunny. Hey, it's my video, they're my marshmallows, I'll use them however I want. Henri Wickers, Bananas Are Violet, Boomborp, James M, Sinjuris, Star LV, and the Camera. Also shoutouts to these apprentice patrons. Next episode is Little Butler.